Hey everybody. Welcome back to a very special day today where we might, if we're very lucky, if we're very lucky and I kind of play too long, we might get to Pi 3. Or we might push it off to tomorrow. Either way is fine. Anyway, no talk, let's go. Sawblades Mark II Dino endlessly circulating. Okay. I caught this while looking around after the last episode. Looks like one of our dinos is not properly regulated, and that would be you, sir? You? Are you regulated? Okay, where are you going? You don't look like you're not properly regulated either. It's both of them. Alright. My fault. Okay, don't do that. Do that. Less than 100, please. Thank you. Alright. So it's both of these guys. There we go. There. Now you are properly regulated. I just forgot to do this, huh? That's very sloppy of me. Yeah. So you need to be there. You need to be there. You need to be there. And probably ASP after this. Alright, good. And the factory is microscopically less busy. Good. Raw fiber is a little choked. Oh, we have to... God, I was just amazingly dumb yesterday. Come and join me, and I will go over the truly advanced stupidity that I am capable of deploying right here. We're a little choked, huh? I mean, it doesn't look a little choked. Oh. Probably about to get a lot more choked. We just had a cacao delivery. So, yeah. Okay, gotcha. So what we're going to do is hop this way. I think 1, 2, 3. And try to get another whole line in like this. And this should have... Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, like that. Do I need more? I need more. More. Alright. That's definitely flowing on both ends now. So even when packed full, the belt now flows. It doesn't really change anything, but it is a little better. Man, saw blades are so good. 7% prod times 6, 42 prod on just fiber products. One cacalc goes to, what is that? 7 and a bit raw fiber, and more to come. And it's only going to get better and better. All right. And now come and see the stupidity. Come on, come and laugh. Let's go. Get ready to laugh. Because I am aggressively dumb at times, and this is one of those times. So come with me on a magical journey to the depths of stupidity and beyond. Alright, so I brought all of these cacalcs down here in order to install them properly. Only I found I did not have any place to install them because I didn't look. It's like I came right here and it's like, oh, it's all done. Then I forgot there's all this up here. You know, the part I put in order to make more cacalcs. Alright, come on, guys. Let's finish this off. And then hopefully we'll have big cacalc from here on. There, completely finished. And now they're all going at max speed. And they're all just completely obliterating pollution. Pity there I didn't distribute these things more. I really should have interleaved them with animal husbandry. Just to take advantage of their pollution destroying properties. It's more aesthetic that way. Alright, come with me. Distribute cacao 2 properly, dummy. Yeah. Apparently the Ulrich food whale is stopped. I think I have to go check this out in person. There's something going on with this, isn't there? Down in the grocery aisle. Right here? Yeah, exactly here. I found it. Why are you stuck, good whale? Come here. Come here. Come here. You are stuck waiting for a circuit condition. I respect that. And right now it's... Go is 8 million. Why? We apparently have some sort of cycle. Oh, I see. It's because we're reading in from right here, and then we're also outputting on the same wire. Oh, there you go. And now go is 1. And now we have 2 goes. Oh, okay, so where are we getting the other go from? That's a really good question. Where is it coming from? It's on, we've got this red thread. Where is the red go coming from? No, it's outputting, okay. So it's reading on green and then it's outputting red. And so we, well, no, it's reading itself is what it's doing. It's outputting green go and then it's coming back with red go and that's making it red. So you should only output on green, I suppose. No. Now we have red go and green go. Where's red go coming from? You're outputting multispectral go. Sure. And it's going on to this. Oh. Maybe this doesn't exist? And now we're only at green go. And moreover, if I take off this and I put this back. Yeah, now we're proper. Okay. All right. Wiring issue. Done. Maybe. We'll have to check back on this. Yeah, and that's it for small. Okay, the other thing is we have to watch creosote. Creosote has been just crashing to nothing. And I don't understand it. Oh. Did I catch it? We can't get rid of middle oil? Why? Why? Can't get rid of light oil. Well, okay. What happens to light oil when we want to get rid of it? Well, chances are it goes to a vent, right? And then it goes right here, and then we overflow. Case of extreme flowing issues. And this just isn't enough to get rid of it? Maybe I can put this into the grand vent. The grand hydrocarbon vent. No, that's probably a bad idea. So that's what's jamming up. We can't get rid of light oil. Okay. Alright, I'll figure this out. It's going to be difficult because this is old style burners. I should really replace all of them with something consistent. It's going to be kind of tough a little bit. Alright, let's go add more light oil burners. We just can't get rid of all that we're producing. Wait a second, where is the light oil maker here? You should be underflowing, deep underflowing. Good. Good. Alright. Alright. So, let's go take care of this problem. Where do we suppose this problem can be? I think I'm getting myself into trouble with having dedicated venters for each area. I really should just follow along with the pattern of... well, this is just garbage, isn't it? Here, we have to rip this whole thing up. The pattern established by the hydrocarbon area. And just have one massive vent for everything. But it's kind of a little bit late for that at this point. All right, well, the good news here, this isn't going to be a complete disaster. It will, however, be a minor disaster. More flue gas. Don't worry, there's flue gas consumers later in this episode. Worry not. We're not finished. We'll just do that. Just copy and paste as needed. I usually like to put one space in, don't I? Is this gonna work? No. Can I find... Okay, hold on. We'll just make this work. You go across the street. There you go. Oh, it still works? Wonderful. Absolutely glorious. And I'm not really leaving vias, am I? That's unfortunate. Alright. That's gonna have to be good enough for right now. There's your water. Get to work, friends. Now I have to get flue gas out, and that's very standard at this point. Shouldn't I have a flue gas line, like right here? Or do I just take it in one row and then flue gas in? Apparently, that is the way. So over here, and I don't see you flue gas. Maybe I should actually look rather than speculate. Yeah, where is my flue gas? Oh, it's right there. We're above it. So hopefully this is oh, big sad. Hopefully I have put in enough of a vent that we can get rid of the excess light oil created by the creosote process. Oh, it's no longer running. I thought I addressed this issue. Did I hook up the wrong line? Yes, I in fact did. What's this line then that I just polluted? What did I just do? Ah, yes. Okay. That doesn't work like that. Ignore that. Flush all that out. Flush away the bad thoughts. They're not real. They're only as real as you let them be. There we go. There. That's appropriate. So now we watch this, and this is eating 16 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know what that would be. If it was 20, it would be 140 each. So it's less than 140 per second of just pure venting. So let's see how that works out in practice. These are producing 55 a second, so no, we don't have anywhere near enough. Okay, so back at it then. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more oil burners. We're gonna have to put in a second tier. So each one that I have running there requires like what? It's still kind of shocking to me I can't take just rando fluid power and turn it into electrical power. You know? It might be considered a little too easy, but still. North. Now, I don't know where we're going to shove another one of these. Like, maybe I can try to put it right in there. Is this going to work? I think it's probably a little too chunky. I mean, it can work. It leaves no space in between for anything. How do I feel about this, actually? Yeah, let's take a look. I mean, it looks... Okay, what else am I going to use the space for, right? That should be the determinant. And I guess that's not going to get used for anything else, basically ever. And it fits, and it's not going to pollute anything, so... Why do I hesitate? Just because it looks hideously bad. Wait, are you... Oh, it's off-center by 1. Really? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I will center it properly. No, don't do that. Okay, problems. Problems from lack of discipline. I don't really want to do that for reasons. Here, we gotta mess with this. No. Okay, now. That's not what we want. We want this. It's not aligned here, but it is aligned down there. And that matters more, in my opinion. Okay, so now bring it over, and now you hook up. And we will have a greater light oil vent. It does feel like a waste to do this. Well, this doesn't work then, does it? So we'll try right here instead. Okay. And done. You should be ready to vent all this now, right? Oh, you need water. Probably need more water than what we have on tap down there. So, you will have a dedicated one. And this area is definitely getting into jumble zone. Alright, there you go. And now we're burning, we're just consuming, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 14. 14 times 16.5. 231 a second. So, is that going to be good enough? Oh, we're not. What's our problem? Can't get steam out. Oh, we're at the end of this, our recondensing yeah, okay. We need to add another one. It's like so. I keep hearing things dying. Okay, both of you go now. In fact, I want you to scooch over by one. There you go. You look better now. What just blew up? Nothing that mattered. Oh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. You need to be underflowing. Less than 5. Okay, so this needs to be flushed. It has too much. And you should probably have a tank somewhere. So I'll just stick that in at the end. Like an appendix. Alright, how are we doing now? Can't get rid of our steam. That's because you are full up. Oh, you don't have a buffer either. That's necessary. You should be 5. There we go. Going? Going? Still have plenty of light oil to burn, guys. Why are you stopping? I'm having a hard time believing I still need... Oh, here's the problem. It's taking the water out here, turning it to steam, and then pumping it back over here. So these guys need to be connected too. Because if they're not, it's two completely different ecosystems, and they'll eventually stop. Like so. Alright, we're getting into desperate times here. Why is this not flushing appropriately? Why isn't this working? What are we doing? I've doubled that, and you were working just fine before. And those are clearly running. Oh, you're not connected, that's why. Alright, okay, simple answer. Simple answer. Alright, now everyone's burning. And we're still having trouble with steam. So I guess I have to do that thing, right? Speed module these guys. Trash. Alright, improved light oil vent online. Like by a factor of 4. And the only question now is whether or not it's enough. You are making light oil, and now you are... Yeah, we're getting ahead now. Okay, so that was probably the creosote problem. Probably. Here, let's take a look. Creosote. Yeah, we used to get these really hard dips. And now we're back up and running. Wonder why it's trickling off right here. Like, it's a complex relationship at the moment. Is there anything I can do with light oil that's useful? Like, flamethrower? No. It's not worth the activated carbon, probably. Petroleum gas? I don't really need that in large amounts. Do I? Well, I mean, it's an upgrade on... Well, no, it takes refined syngas. No, that's too expensive. Like, none of this is actually... I mean, that's pretty good. I need both of those things. Maybe I should upgrade that more. More gas is always needed. Let's go take a look. Maybe that would have been a better way to do this than, just venting it. So if we go look down here, I think... No? That's doing heavy oil. This. Now this is producing light oil. Do we even do the light oil to gasoline recipe anywhere? Maybe I should have done that instead of just burning it. Yeah, maybe I should have done that because both of those are needed and both of those are burnable. And I'm burning a lot of this stuff. This is probably efficiency lost right here. Anyway, I'm done. I'm not thinking about this anymore. Now we need more phytoplankton. I mean, a lot more phytoplankton. So let's get on that. And we have 2 primary builds we want to do today as part of the chore section. And then we're going to go back and work on science. And I've thought about that for good and for ill. We want. Where is phytoplankton? Plankton. We want to raid that bin. Because we're going to need a lot of these guys. We don't ask for enough of them back at home base. So that probably is delaying battery tech more. Well, it's fine, I guess. Alright, so now we want all sorts of plankton. And that is right there. And I have 40 and some, and that's not going to be enough. But we'll get close. We'll make progress. Ew, what do I have these pipes in me for? Yuck. Alright, let's go copy and paste some microorganisms. We just are out of phytoplankton. We don't have enough of it. All of the animal processing stuff is going, and it's putting strain on the animal processing base. So we got to fix that. It's like these guys are eating down a lot of phytoplankton just to make wastewater. I don't know if that's quite as efficient as I want it to be. It's our primary wastewater maker right now. That's okay, I suppose. We're going to copy and paste this entire block, I think. I'm just going to put you right here, I think. Now remember, we've got a line that needs to be adjusted. There we go. And I should be able to just link this in, right? And it shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. This guy right here should be right here. And then you right there should be right there. All right. Commence. I'm going to just stand here as the manifestation wave pours over the land. So we need 6 more. That should be done by end of episode. All right, so, oh no. That's not what we want. Maybe I should have put this up by 1. I guess, yeah, that's what I do. Even though it's better to be in line. Are we in line? Yes. I guess I moved the bitumen line then. We gotta trim this and clean it up and we'll be fine. That'll be fine. Alright, bitumen. Come with me. Bitter man, come with me. Oh, I don't have a lot of pipe on me. So you are now isolate. We're going to flush it in a moment. I've decided I'm hard in favor of having the pipe flushing. Like, indestructible fluids, I've decided is just not good. There are too many times when just playing Factorio like that, where it just... You get fluids and you want to get rid of them. And I have decided I need that button. It's just, it is senseless pain. It is pain without purpose not to have that button. You don't want to be fighting the UI. How about that? Because I never intended those pipes to be connected. And in the final form of the blueprint, they're not connected, but in the transitional state, they fill. And that's just, it's an awkward rough edge. I'm willing to defend this. I'll die on this hill. I will. All right, thank you. There. And I also want to hook up. Another one of my lines is just draw a phytoplankton line. Jeez. Don't rely on this being biofluid only. Are we good? No, we're not good. There. Are we good? Now we're good. All right. So they have... Oh, there's some guests I haven't trimmed out. These guys are just passing through. Anyone else just passing through? Almost certainly, right? I also want to draw a phytoplankton line all the way over. This one isn't going to work, which is lucky. So we can go to this one. This one might work. And we're going to try to get all the way over and just tie these 2 blocks together. And then we'll celebrate the fact we have just doubled, mostly, phytoplankton. And then we're going to speed beacon these things. I'm a little worried that we're consuming too much. Oh, we're going to have to touch the... Well, no. We don't have to touch it. Okay, we will touch it again. We already did it right there. Sin grows into more sin. Alright, so a lot, and I mean a lot of flue gas pumps through here. And there's no need for you to ever be an underflow. You should just be a pump. That was for fluid extents, I'm almost sure. And if I'm not right about that, well, we're going to find out, aren't we? There. Okay, good. Now what I want to do is draw a line of... how did I get so many pipes? I was almost out. I think I was almost out. Did the ocula do that? I guess we have this shame right here inviting us to continue it. So very well. This will go all the way across, and everywhere we need phytoplankton, you're going to tap in here instead. Well, maybe not. Okay, maybe that doesn't happen. No, wait. I got mixed up. I got it twisted. So this is a place that needs phytoplankton, right? I don't think so. I don't think fish does. No. No. I don't know what those fish eat. They eat fish food. That's right. They have no need for small water animals. Right here, do we have... See, this is now worrying me. What is this? No, there is phytoplankton here. Okay. Okay. So in theory, all I need to do is just tap in right here and we should be fine, right? Well, if not fine, really. Just demand is reaching the consumers now, and it's gonna cause a problem. Alright, we're gonna assume this is okay. I don't like it when pipes get destroyed. What's going on there? Who's destroying my pipes? I mean, looks like a temporary problem to me. And all this, do I pay attention to it? I probably should, right? But I'm not. I'm focused. Alright, we're gonna have to beacon phytoplankton. And then later we have to come back and finish it off. So it looks like beacon goes right here. Doesn't catch the water, which is the big problem. Because I can speed module you like that and keep you on AM1. And it'll catch everything but the water. So it's like almost 100 per, but that's not what this is doing. So this adds, what, 40% on top of everything? I mean, on literally everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just plain better. This is 80% of, well, it's going to be iffy. All right, you do AM1. And then I will distribute a speed module to each one of these. And hopefully it's enough. And if it isn't, I'll pretend I was never here. That's my official plan. So that puts 800 a second out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, that'll hold. And then we'll come over here and do the exact same thing. And then, I don't know. We've like tripled phytoplankton at that point. Not quite. Maybe like tripled and a halved. You know? So you're like that. Bam, bam. Have some power. I mean, this is where we're eating flue gas. That's good. There you go. Go a little faster. Just a little faster. Must go faster. Alright. There we go. And this should be it, right? Why does it say only crafting speed plus 8%? Oh, right. Turn it up. Yeah, okay. And we'll check back in a little bit to see, well, what's our theoretical max, I guess. 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 48. 48 times 2 times, what is this? 3.73. Theoretical max is now 350 phytoplankton a second. Hopefully that's enough. This is only 27 and it's making my wastewater, so hopefully this works out. If not, I don't know. I'll pay attention to something else and it'll go away. Thank you. And we're going to do Navens Uplifting, or at least start it. Phyto. So in the last 10 minutes, we're up to like 20k a minute. And we were about 8, so it's like 2.5 times, almost 3 times. almost 3 times. It'll be a little better once I finish it off. Anyway, we're going to call that good and then get out, right? We're out of whales. Luckily, I don't need one for what I'm doing here. All right, oh god, we're out of windmills, and that's a... Well, no, we'll be out of windmills in a moment. Then I have to go get more windmills. For real, for real. I think I made a mistake. There we go. That's what I wanted. Don't mess with those things. I need more gastrocapacitors and more of generally everything, right? That's nice. I wonder what this was. Oh, this was charging, wasn't it? That's what this little peak is about. This is the curve of rising wind, I think. This is us using maximum wind. It's being exposed. And then we charged and it fell. So the wind can dip down to here, but we need up here normally. Okay. All right. We'll figure that out. For the moment, everything's good. I need a lot more batteries. We are going to... Well, okay. We're probably ahead of ourselves. Navens. We want to do Navens like you. Oh, so we need to put in Navens. You need to spend Navens to get better Navens. And then we need spores, and we need a Navens culture. So we need a spore area, a Navens culture, and then we need... It's a 1 in 200 shot, and then these guys get used in... So I need 2 of them in order to get the spores. What a weird... Why would I want that? And then we get the spores. And then after that, 10 spores and a Zillipho. It makes a lot more Navens. Actually, a lot more Navens. These things proliferate. It's good because it has an expensive ingredient in that Zillipho, because that Zillipho needs Mark II modules itself. So it's a little expensive. But we'll set it up and it will be good. We need 1 Navens culture, and that's basically it right now. That's all, the only building that we want to run. We should check in on fish. I need whales. I need gastrocapacitor. I need to keep the incubator. I need 1 Navens culture. Navens culture. High Navens culture. We'll leave that for now. It'll be done by the end of the episode. And we want to go check on gastrocapacitor. Everything is fine. Oh, you have to go cycle now. You, whale check. Come here. Alright, you're good. You, whale check. You're not good. You need to be whale hungry. There. Now go about your business. Just gonna keep checking them, you know? Whale check. No. Whale hungry. Wow, there's a lot of them today. Whale hungry. I'm starting to see UPS dips. We're down at like 55 a second, which is, I mean, still nowhere near bad. I'm going to have to rip down the South factory eventually. But something to be mindful of. I need to try to make sure repetitive actions just aren't happening for no reason. But for right now, we have a mission. We have a mission to uplift the Naven. So we want a Navens culture right here. You're a temporary structure, really. And then a caravan outpost. And you produce Navens. Alright, so what we'll do is this. We'll drag you down where you belong. We'll hook up water. Then we will bring in Navens. I guess they come from right here. Alright, we'll preferentially get Navens. No, we don't want stack inserters. That's not necessary. These Navens cross the street to be used in scientific experiment. And then right here we have Navens out. And then I don't know which side it's going to be on. Let's just assume that this works, right? And then input priority from that side. Just assume that it works. That's how I've gotten this far. And then I want you to just get me a couple Navens. Actually, I don't really care how long you run. No, you should only go when you get 2 Navens. So you're going to listen to this box. And here you have Navens 2. And your filtered Navens 2. And naveled Navens 2 is less than 2. Alright. So we want 2 of these, and we'll get 2, and then we're done. Alright, so now we just have to get the rest of this stuff in. That's not so hard. I guess I have a special jerky bin, huh? Because this is a temporary structure. Give me the temporary jerky bin. Jerky house. It's got to be jerky. There you go. And there you go. Alright, so we need to go steal some Navens. We got some right here. We got some right in our inventory, in fact. There you go. So we gotta get manure. Oh, we also have to get rich clay. Rich. I don't think we have manure available anywhere. Is this needed going forward? I hope not. I don't want to deal with this stuff. No, we use fertilizer instead. Alright. That's better. I still don't want to do this here. I don't want to... Here. Let's go take a look. Maybe I have to turn this off and turn it on specifically. Because we do have a manure maker right here, and it's not going anywhere. And I can do this. And you are rich clay. Okay, come on now. We can click. We can do it. And we can just do this for right now. And then I can turn it off once it's once Navens is up, because it's no longer going to be needed, and then we won't be rotting out this manure for no reason anymore. Just do that too. Alright, manure is available. We just have to remember to turn it off. Here, let's add that to our list. Turn off manure caravan. Outpost. So that's going to be turned on when needed and turned off when not needed. Hopefully, I don't know. If we ever need manure somewhere, I kind of have to have an designated AUG pooping pen right there. Let's not think about that. Like, literally, let's not think about that. Oh, I need a spore collector. That's very sad. Alright, I can do that. I'll run back. I'll do it. And then after that, we work on science. And we might get to pi3 today. It's going to be very complicated in the center. It's going to involve a lot of decisions, and I will make wrong decisions. That's fine, right? Everyone here forgives me, right? Everyone here is here for the wrong decisions, right? Suffering is the soul of comedy. Faster, faster, faster. Now we just have to stick the spore collector in, and that's Super easy. Make Navens spores. There you go. And that'll get in like that. Yeah, it doesn't need any more. It's one per... Oh, wait. You might need a couple more of these. That hardly matters, right? Like, this will run for 30 seconds, and it will take... How long? 20 seconds with 100% prod? I don't know what I think about this, which means I'm not thinking about it at all. All right. Ratios. What are we doing? We need 5 improved fungal substrate, 10 guts, 10 manure. Okay. And now we take a look at that, and manure is 100, 100, and 100. So our number is 25. That's a good number. 3,000 divided by 25 is 120. We're just going to do 100. So 100 of that, 1,000 of that. That's what we're doing. Okay, good plan. Mr. Caravan, come here. You are going to help. I want you to go over and get improved fungal substrate from the special. This really should be counted as food. Ah, well. I wouldn't eat it. Then we need guts, so you have to huffle all the way over to the wet market. Oh, and I lost it. And then load items until we have guts in quantity 1,000, and do not wait. And then you gotta go get manure. So you've got a long walk. Then load items until you have manure in quantity 1,000 and do not wait. Then you come right here and then you immediately drop. Unload, unload, and then unload. 1, 2, 3. 500, 1,000, and 1,000. We just don't wait for any of this. Then it's circuit condition. Comparator equals go. So off you go now. There you go. Later. All right, that guy is off and working. So good. Can we count this as... No, wait, we have to finish this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we can count this as working. And I guess we have to check in on this later, which is fine. For now, it looks like we're ready to go. All right, we can upgrade this to finish Navens Uplifting. And then we leave this note there. We're not going to do anything else. We're just going to throw ourselves directly into Pi3. Finish off these guys. Notepad, dismissed. Got a cough. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go look at fish. See if another hero fish has emerged. So far, we've been extremely lucky when it comes to hero fish. We have only 2. No more hero fish. With near 400 cycles on this. Alright, well, let it go. We're getting close to average luck now. But we're working on it. It's going to be done in like a matter of 10 episodes or so. It can't go any longer than that. Alright. Let's switch gears and talk about science. So, science is the coordination of very expensive spoiling products. We have all of these guys right here. All of them expire in terrible ways. We have this expires, so this kind of decays into uncharged form. We're going to have to make an animal sample area right here. Okay, so that's all we need for Logiscience, right? I should go sketch this out for everything. Yeah, this is Logiscience. These two come in, and then the rest is just battery and poor alien sample. Right. So we have to then probably copy this. You are going to be pi2, and pi3. Now, obviously, I don't have all the machines for this right now. Okay, I have all the machines for this right now, but the next one I'm going to have to pick up more. Okay, I'm not really sure the speed module is really needed right now. In fact, we're going to pull this up. I don't think this should be standard issue. Then we have this, and you will be pi3. Look at that, it's here, pi3. It's on the board. Do we have those research centers back in the bin? Look at me, looking before yeah, we do. I just run off. And of course I picked this time when just running off would have been more efficient than looking, because it was already there. But you know what? I'm just happy it is there. And grab, oh, we have one more even. And that should be it for science centers for a while, so we got out ahead. We're definitely going to need more whales. Like, then we have to go get more from the south. Then we're going to have to... It's like, we're going to build the science pack, and then we're going to set up our labs. That's the order of events. How are we doing on vat brains, I wonder? Let's go take a look. Getting more vat brains is going to be a very, very important thing coming up, I believe. Nope. Nope, not happening, huh? I probably should have put in room to put brains in directly. That probably would have been smart. Yeah, I didn't do it. All right, so this spoils. We have to make, this is going to be made over on the other side. That spoils, and that's basically it, right? No, gas bladder. So we have to be processing fagnots here, and then bio ore, and then everything else and propolis. So 3 things. And we're going to have to figure out rough ratios for this. Try to think ahead. I need more windmills to set this up properly. I should probably be thinking ahead. And that's not enough windmills, unfortunately. In the south, what do we have in the way of windmills? We have none. We are completely out of mill. We do have a whole bunch of towers. And that is the bottleneck up here. So let's plug A into B. Oh, we'll take this bridge. Just kind of go steal 100 towers for no real reason. Why'd you guys not take this down? I asked this to be taken down. Why haven't you taken this down? Okay, for one thing, I didn't want that. Okay. Well, I just caused myself problems, didn't I? Yep. Absolutely caused myself problems. That. Maybe I keep a couple of these. There's no doubt other stuff lurking in here. Take care of that and that. Alright. 1 button press destroys the world. Take that and that and that. Alright, I don't care anymore. I'm on a mission. We are making forward progress, do you hear? We're going to hit a major goal today or tomorrow. I'm not going to be all bent out of shape if I have to take one more episode for pi3. Give me this whole bin of towers. Then I will take that north. I wonder why we're not... Okay, I know why we don't have many towers up north. It's because it's mechanical... ASP, I bet. I should check on that. Babying ASP going forward is going to just be a thing. So I need to come right here to here. Just hit this button. Yeah, look at that. It's Windmill o'clock. No, don't be ticking my windmills. No, don't be ticking my windmills. Here, I gave you the key. It's on you to do the rest. Let's go deliver this. Let's set up the blocks we need. And then let's check on ASP. Let's see if we can run by ASP. Do I know where that is? It's in this area. Right here? Yeah. We know where ASP is. Okay, good. It's being made. We have one whale fetching and one whale returning. So these guys are finally on a good cycle. I wonder if the programming upgrade I did there actually had positive results. Or, you know, kind of luck. Still distributing. Let's take a look at that. So, no. Bunch of little baby fishes gathered around mama fish. Mama ASP fish. Just saying, we all need advanced products, mama. Give ASP. I might have to do something about that soon. Alright, so this is pi-sci2 support block. This is pi-sci3 support block. If I need another one, we'll use that right there. Make real. Alright, so now we ask ourselves, what is good in life? I'm just assuming that 2 of these is all I need. Is this a real bad assumption? How much Sarcoris do I eat? Very little. And how much Perogen do I eat? It doesn't even register. How much Negesium do I eat? A bit. 0.1 and 0.2. Okay. So these guys are fast. Yeah, so each one of these can supply 2 of those guys going constantly. So you're going to have to be like a full flower, I think. Oh, that's sad. Alright, we're not going to put up with that. We need lots of prod mods at this point. It's prod mods regardless of their efficiency. Prod modding for prod modding's sake. Okay, we're going to have to go get more of everything. But when is that any different from what I do right now? Alright, so you are for Logiscience only, and you eat 0.02 animal sample, and this can support 10 right here. So it's just going to be 1 going for right now. Whereas this one's going to be different. This needs a full flower, even if we don't hook up the full flower right now. This is going to produce a ton of Sarcoris. Just a ton of waste Sarcoris, and we're just going to... No, this is probably fine. Fine, even necessary. Yeah. Alright, and then this should be lined up. All I'm doing right now is establishing rates. Get back in the bin. So we need 2 molecular assemblers. Write that down. 2 molecular assemblers. And these will also... they'll have Mark IIs and Mark IIIs and Mark IVs. So we're going to be producing a lot of Sarcoris. A lot more Sarcoris than we need. Just as byproducts for this. So this is correct. This is definitely correct. Just the byproducts from this assembly will... This is going to eat so many cotton guts. We're not making enough cotton guts to keep this going. So, I mean, that's good to know. Is anything to your spoil? No, 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 yes. Okay. Now we've got like second order problems. So we need to get slaughterhouses down here. All right. This is why we made the Cridrons, in order to slaughter them for their adrenal cortices, in order to usher in the age of the Negesium. So we need sewing machines. Where are you, sewing machines? And we need laughter factories. And we need more. We're ominous when you pick up 2, isn't it? So we're going to have to establish a vent for meat, even though I think when you slaughter Cridrons, the only thing that comes out is the adrenal cortex. So I want you to pull apart Cridrons, and I would love it, absolutely love it, if one machine was all I needed here. Where are you? Are you? Oh, right here. Yep. So this is faster, so that's good. This produces 0.13 a second, and this eats 0.1. So we might only need 1. No, wait, we need 1 each, essentially. 1 for every 2, it looks like. So that's going to be a problem. Yeah, we're not getting through this today. So this is 0.13, and this eats at 0.7, and it's going to slow down even more. I have thoughts. I have disordered thoughts. So I guess we're just going to start with like 3 of them. And we're just going to pretend it's going to be okay for right now. So 3, no. Right there. 3 Cridron processing plants sitting in this notch right here. And then you will, well, wait a second, where are we getting the Cridrons in? So we're going to need to find, we'll have to pack it in a little tighter, which shouldn't be, I mean, come on, is this going to be hard? No. Now the problem is we're going to have to handle waste. We need a waste bin established, probably right here. Because chem science isn't going to need this space. So this is going to be animal waste and jerky, I suppose, or should waste go south? Don't know. But this is where we can bring in Cridrons. Right here. Try not to think how we got these Cridrons. Then we have a belt over. So in, and in. There we go. So Cridrons come in. Cridrons will be regulated because they're very precious. Yeah, this is going to be just a symphony of signals. Because we have to, and I want you to use filters. No, not use filters. Enable based on cortex. Enable cortex is less than 5. And then we have to set these guys up to run only when there's like 6 involved. Like these turn on when there's only 6 involved, and they're only turning, like there's layers of turning on. All right, let's do layer 1, right? Let's dress this up a little bit. And we also have to get our carousel going. And we're not going to do anything with stacks because of spoilage. This is a little ugly right here. But I've done far worse. There. Now we will invert. Actually, that's how it should have been the entire time. Yeah, the symphony of signals that's going to make this work. Spoilage is hard. Spoilage is harder than... No. Here, I should be copy and pasting this, shouldn't I? Spoilage is harder than hard mode. Spoilage is harder than biters being on. And I'm being serious about that. Alright, look. That's right, but wrong. Pull this over. Beauty. Beauty will save the factory. Beauty runs faster. You don't paint it red to make it go faster. You just make it beautiful. Alright, this is going to be the out. What are we going to do with this rich biocrud out? It's going to degrade to just normal biocrud. We're going to have to do something about that. Yeah, especially since I'm going to have to get it out right here. I'm going to expect... Okay, wait, there's going to be whole layers to this. So you're going to be filtered on Negesium, Perogen, and Sarcoris. And then you're going to head in. This is going to be so wrong. There is no way, zero chance I'm doing this right. Why did I put down 2? Why did I pick up the wrong one? Then I need you to be out and you to be out. Okay. Okay, so that handles out. And then this goes over here and gets in on this. And then you guys want blood, because of course you do. So we'll handle that right now. How's creosote doing? Did I solve that problem? Creosote. Why are we wobbly? Why are we up and then down? I mean, it's up from where it was, so probably should not complain. Okay, so blood goes in. Corn is pleased. That's a lie. Corn is never happy. He's like, thanks for all the blood. How about you give me more blood now? Thanks for more blood. How about you give me more blood now? Actually, I'm feeling a little scully today. Why don't you get me an entire mountain of skulls? No, bigger. A mountain by me, not a mountain by you. He just smites you because he's pissed all the time. Alcoholics are the worst. Alright, so right there. Blood is now in. Should probably work on plugging all of this in. You should be inside, I think. So something like this. Maybe we'll get a big hail Satan out of it. No, we're not, because we have this in the middle. So, questionable? This is true. Working? Probably not. Is this what we're doing? Yes. Alright, there. Completely hooked together. Oh, it's time again, I see. It's time. Wind, save us. Oh, okay. So, what we got here is now this situation. these guys kind of need to be here. I can move them up a little bit if I want to. All right, so this is more or less the right ratio, right? Am I going to regret this? It's a little less, which is what you want to see. And nothing else spoils. All right, so do I dare go get a whale for this? I think I should probably set it up. Yeah, he has to go get dry goods. And then I only want these guys. Okay, this is going to be... We're about to get into it right here. 2 ins. 1 random in. And you don't need any out. Oh yeah, we do need out for... stuff that is not this stuff. Blacklist. Alright, so that will get the rich bio crud in here. Then we're going to attempt to make this work. Attempt number 1. One of many. So like that. Like that. Right there, right there, right there. Okay. All right. So this isn't complete yet. Because well, I should have... Well, I can fix it. I can fix it. We're going to use green wires for this. So all of these guys can go only when there is a universal go signal. Where does the universal go signal come from? That comes from all of the non-spoilable ingredients for every part of these 3 science packs have arrived. All right, and there's going to be, we're going to establish that right now. The universal go signal is going to be U greater than or equal to 1, right? I really should have, I can't copy that into that, right? And I just wiped it out. So universal go signal greater than or equal to 1, right? U? I can copy it to all of them. So, and these other hands, everyone has to be in the Church of Universal Go. Everyone. Everyone is in the Church of Universal Go. I want to check over all the other hands because none of them should be... This is waste disposal hand right here. Waste disposal hand is not a part of the church. They are lay people here to help with the ceremonies. All right. And then over here, these guys are also part of the Church of Universal Go. That's this green wire. It's going to get hooked on here, and it's going to go everywhere. You only put in things when Universal Go is on. Right now, Universal Go is not on. In fact, we're going to... Oh, you need blood too. That's kind of fortunate, isn't it? Because we have a bloodline right here. And you're not... You won't do anything. All right, we're going to work with you right now. And that's right there. And I haven't dealt with waste yet. I'm going to have to do that. Even though plasmid waste isn't really waste, I suppose. I can bring it back up and just put it back in. I'm probably going to do that. Anyway, you guys are full members of the church. These guys only go when Universal Go is called. And in addition, This guy now has to be also regulated. Okay, these guys have to be regulated by two things. One, universal go, gates whether or not you even get materials. And then there's going to be another one, which is going to measure how much of the various materials are on this sushi belt right here. And I honestly don't know how that's going to work. That we're gonna just leave that alone for right now. That's going to go into the category of bad thoughts. Are we off? Let's move this up by one in order to not be off. But then we're off over there. Oh, man. Well, we'll fix it. We'll fix everything, you hear me? So there's your blood right there. Oh, we also have to measure the blood coming in. I suppose this is fine. I suppose I've done far worse. All right, so I'm going to continue expounding on my religious ideas. How the world works and how to be a good person in this very complicated spoilage mess. Yeah, we're not getting through this today. It's going to need to be done tomorrow as well. So you may get these materials, but you are only going... I want you to read build contents, pulse and hold, and then you also want news of what is in this bin. So we want what is in here and what is in this bin. So we have to... Should I be using green wire for this? Thinking. What is that other... What are you doing here? No, don't do that. I don't even know what that is. Why was that there? Oh, wait, that was the combinator. Ha! Never mind. Alright, so... You are hooked up and you're reading that. You should be just fine. But I need the news out. What is going on in this area? This is red wire. You will go up to right here. Yeah? So red wire in and in. You only go when animal sample total is less than 10. We're going to start right there. So 10 in the bin, 10 plus whatever's on the belt. 10. Yeah, we're measuring from what's in there, and it's coming up and up and up and up and up. So there's two layers of regulation here. There's whether everything is going and whether you've already done too much. Now the problem with this is there's that time where it's in the claw. Maybe I can also get that to make it a little better. Read hand contents, pulse and hold. So it can be in the claw, on the belt, or right here. So maybe that will never flash. Or it should read its own contents. So I want to read what's in your output. That's it. All right, that's not what I want. All right, so I suppose it will read when it has in here, and then it reads when it passes, so it will never start the next recipe, hopefully. Hopefully. I know it's kind of a micro-optimization, but it is. At this point, I'm beginning to think it's optimistic that I'll be finished tomorrow. All right, review. These will slaughter Cridrons. They become only the cortex. The cortex come out here. You guys need another break. These machines should only go when there is so much in the world. And that is read belt contents like that. And we have to get what's inside there. So, and this is the green line is the universal line. So take that, take that, take that, and then hook up in. All right, so you want to be enabled and disabled, and again, it's going to be less than 10, and we're going to do that for right now. Yeah, enabled, less than 10. Okay, maybe this is a good idea. Maybe this is not a good idea. It's really hard to tell the difference right now. I'm struggling. I really am. All right, so these hands are part of the universal religion. They will only turn on when all of this is ready to go. All spoilable. We have no lack for any non-spoilable product anywhere in the line. And then they will turn on and they will begin loading these machines. These machines are limited to the point where they will only put 10 of their products on there and then they will stop. And we should probably do this as well. Read hand contents, pulse and hold, and I want you to read contents. And we're doing that, right? They will also be contributing like that. And then I am almost certainly overthinking this to the nth degree. There. That should stop it from ever overproducing. And then we will have Cridrons come right here. We should probably call them in, right? Cridrons come in. And this is one of the things we need to measure for the universal church measurement. So this gets measured on green. The amount of parts for animal sample, you get measured on green. And the amount of stuff that is in this bin, you get measured on green. And so green is going to be all sorts. I worry that I don't have enough of these, but I'll suffer through that when it happens. All right. Let's bring in our material now. Let's start at least. Well, no. This spoils. And this spoils. What do I want to do about spoilage? And then we'll start populating this stuff. Like, obviously we have a spoilage vent right here. And you spoil into jerky, and also biocrud. All right, so it's both of them. Jerky, and then biocrud. Maybe we don't do this right here. Maybe we do it somewhere over here. And jerky and biocrud need to get out. And this isn't the last time we're going to see this. So, and it shouldn't be a lot. So we're going to establish right here what I hope to be the universal crud line. Okay, so biocrud and jerky will get out right here. Let's see if we can leap all of this. Can. And then we'll have a universal crud line established up here. And everything will just tie into it however it can. Alright, so like that. And then like that. Okay. And then crud line will be taken care of. I don't know what's going to happen here. This is to be decided what this plan is. But I do know that all of you have a possibility of putting out rich crud. And it will come in here and it will come in here. And then we need a rich crud out. I suppose right here is most aesthetic. And it could be biocrud too. Rich crud. Crud? Because rich crud decays into biocrud. So it could be either one. And so that is how it exits the system from here. It gets put back into the bin, and then it goes this way. Okay, that's a nice common vent right there. You can also be venting. It can be on this belt at any point, including up to here, but you're not fussy. So you'll take it and you'll put it in here, and then it will vent out that way. Okay, that works too. So, do I believe in this? Is there anywhere else rich crud might rear its head? We're going to have to deal with chitin at some point, but we're not there yet. I almost feel like we're ready to go. I don't want to bring this in quite yet because this spoils. We do have a way out for this. And this won't go anyway. Well, you'll go because that's going, but these guys won't go because the universal religion hasn't turned on. So let's go get dry goods and leave this one for right now. Wait a second. We should not do this. Let's get a decider module right here. It's not going to decide much. And then you feed into universal region. We're overloading this wire with too much. Crydrin greater than 0. Outputs should be a signal. It should be Crydrin actually. Output Crydrin 1. All right, Crydrin 1. That's one of the inputs, and then right here is going to be a more complicated one. Here, I will show you the way. We will distill down this signal. You don't go there, you go to here, and then this goes to there. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients plus blood. So we're going to have to get blood in on this from the blood tank. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then bones. And then brains. And then guts. And then meat. And then lard. And then skin. And then plasmids, and then finally blood. All of these things have to be greater than 0. Not even more. No, it's going to have to be more than that, I think. Greater than 10 and 100 on the blood. And you're all ands. Ands. Greater than 10? Sure. 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Oh, 100 on you. Probably closer to 1,000, honestly. Yeah, 1,000. Okay, and then when that is done, and all of those things are met, you are going to output animal sample as 1. Animal sample is ready. Animal sample has all of its stable ingredients ready, and it will go on the universal religion line. And then we have to do make the exact same determination right here. See, what's happening here is I'm cutting out all of these ingredients from the universal religion line, which is going to, well, it'll help if ever there's 2 caravans that have the same ingredient. so it won't double up by mistake. It reduces it down to this in one spot. Oh, we have to do plasmids too. Here, plasmids are coming. Right there. We're going to bring plasmids and just dunk them back in. I really hope this is enough. We want you. This will help clean the line, and it will keep everything... it reduces the possibility when it comes to overlap. So we need every dry good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then we get all of those ingredients. And right there. Right there. And then right there. And cotton guts. Probably going to be the limiting factor in all of this. That's not a stable, shelf-stable good. Navens. And if one thing goes short, everything stops. And that's to stop. And it's because... Did I miss something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I miss something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What have I done wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's what I did wrong. I have no idea how this machine is going to work. Okay, good. And then blood is going to be 1,000 when I get down there. And then when all of these things are true, you will output the... what signal should you put out? Perigin, Negesium. Here, you should output cotton gut. Cotton gut products are ready. So right now we're not getting any of that. Alright, so there's... And eventually... Actually, let's do it right here. Let's start. We're going to lay down the all-important universal religion combinator right here. And you will go right there. You will go right there. And you will go here. You will come closer. Come closer, my son, so I might see you. And you make a simple decision. Green in, green out. And you need to see, right now, we need to see cotton gut. Cotton gut, cotton gut. Just cotton gut. Greater than or equal to 1. We need to see animal sample. Greater than or equal to 1. And we need to see cridrin. Greater than or equal to 1. And then if that happens, you output universal signal 1. Universal go. And so, very important combinator right there. Hopefully I don't stomp on it. Hopefully I actually manage to hook it up. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? Oh, it is hooked up. It's just on top of the copper right there. Okay, good. So I think we're ready here. I can program these 2 whales. Bring me cridrins, bring me the stable goods here. And then this won't go because universal religion is not true at this point. It won't go until this is ready. And we're going to do this last. So the last thing we have to do is deal with plasmid spoilage. Which is going to be a little awkward, right? Because right now we have it coming out, but we can just recycle them on site. It's just an ingredient in animal sample up there. So what we will do instead is this. Can we do this? this legal? No, we should probably... Maybe right here. Can this work? Again, is this legal? Yeah, this is legal. Yeah, this is what we're doing. So here we have our plasmid out right on the side. Up. Filters. Plasmid. Okay. Very complicated. So we have a system where you try to get this much into here. That's probably fine given how many are going to be produced. Then blood is a thing. Chitin comes out on this line. We have a chitin out right there established. Plasmids might rot here. Chitin might rot. But we have a blacklist, and then we have a good list. So we can't actually do that. It doesn't actually work. Because this should be product, right? No. Where is product? No, product comes out right here. Okay, and this is product out. Okay, so the Logiscience just passes through. And there's no need... Does anything spoil here? But yes, we're making all the spoilables on site. So we don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about getting plasmids out, and we have to worry about getting chitin out, which we do right there. So that works. I want to say Logiscience is now... Okay, very shortly we'll be done. Just one thing left to do right here. And that's to hook this up. It's just like so, I believe. And then just load in plasmids until the level of plasmids is reached. It's like, so we want to read off here and enable when plasmid is less than 500. I don't want it filling up, you know? So I'm not sure if 500 is correct. We'll have to see when we actually do that recipe. But for right now, it's good. All right. Let's take a little break. Let's go look at some things. Let's go look at Navens. How's Navens going? This working? Yeah, you're working. You've done near 80 products, and you have produced nothing of value. Thanks. Yeah, it's recycling properly. That is 80 products, and again, nothing of value yet. Great job. And if I go look at Superfish, we are now up to 20 more rolls, and we're still stuck at 2 Superfish. Why are we stuck here? Where aren't you going? No saline? For real? I don't want to see that. This is not what I want. So we're out of drilling fluid, it looks like. Why is that, I ask? Looks like we're out of guar. Huh. So we've worked our way through our guar gum backup. And in fact, we're going to need a lot more guar seeds. Okay. All right. That tracks, honestly. And we're using a lot of seeds here, but this is stopped. Why aren't you going? Too many seeds. How is this a problem I'm having? So we're just shoveling seeds off this bin. Huh. So how is this a problem? I don't see how this is a problem. We're just picking up tons and tons and tons of seeds. To the point where we can no longer shuck. We have so many seeds. Like, this is very close to it's like half of a stacked red belt. This guy's good. I guess we're just having throughput problems? How are we doing on the local guar shucker? I mean, it's going just like always. So we want this guy to arrive, and that guy just arrived. Okay, so this may be a longer term problem. Maybe. Almost certainly. But the guar gum is coming. And we got half in there, and this is completely out. And that's a problem, and you're trying to get more. And that's used in military science. Okay. Which probably a lot of the stuff is getting absorbed in military science right now. So now you're going to get the guar gum, and now you're going to make drilling fluid. So I don't know what to say about that. I'm sorry I looked. Knowledge was not what I... Oh, we never got blood in on this system. Like, we need to specifically know the amount in the blood tank here and here. I wish I had a purple wire. I mean, it's a strange thing to say, but it's true. How about we bring the blood to us? And we have a measurement tank right here. This is beyond weird. But it is what I'm doing right now. So we have a measurement tank. So this is where you get your information about blood. Oh, it doesn't reach. I don't like that. I don't want to really pollute that side. So can I put down a specialized pole? This is so complicated. It's so fragile. There. You have blood news in now. Blood is the only thing that's actually working out right here. Okay. So, we have done one complicated step. There are more. Alright, let's move on. Logi science is done, and all of the cotton gut stuff is done at the moment. Actually, let's just bring stuff in. Let's do the dry goods here and the dry goods here. Oh man, that was a big problem right there. You probably didn't notice anything. Maybe you actually heard the chime before the collapse. Actually ran out of disk space for the recording. And I had to run around very quickly fixing that. Anyway, we're actually getting close to end of episode, aren't we? We can go do a little more, but it's not going to be a lot more. Maybe I have 2 more episodes before I'm done. Maybe I'll really push myself tomorrow. I don't know. Plants, Cridron. We don't have many. Oh wow, we have very few of these guys. We have to get Arthurians up and going again. That has to be a big priority of ours. Here, let's take a look at this whale, or this dino. Like, that's it? That's really all we've got? Ooh. We need science up and going. We need it up and going badly. We'll fix it, though. Things will be okay. I want you to fill cargo. And I want you to come right here, and I want you to empty cargo. I'm going to have to prioritize making Arthurians, because that's what makes Cridrons, which allows me to make the make Arthurians. There's a circular dependency on this now. That's not going to cause me any problems at any point, will it? Will it? All right, let's do this recipe. Come here, notepad. So I'll play a little more and then we'll stop. We're kind of at a good stopping point right now, but the problem is I don't want to stop. Maybe I can poke around the factory a bit. I don't know. This is such a complicated thing I'm doing. All right, Negesium. 2 lab instruments. 1 nanocrystalline cellulose. 1 good alien sample. 60 cotton gut. 1 calc seeds. Why? 1 Navens. Why do I need 1 seed? 1 stainless, and that's 5 stainless. Why that cacao seed? Why is that critical for this? Are you just messing with me? And of course, we understand the answer is yes. So it stacks to 100. Navens stacks to 50. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. All right, so our number is 60, 61, 63, 68, 69, 70, 72. Then we have to round down pretty aggressively. So 9,000 divided by 72. 125, it's going to be 100. Even though that doesn't work very much, as I've learned. So you get booted up to 200. I kind of wonder whether or not I'm doing this right. So this is 4, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 77. That's enough. All right, this works. And now it's time to click more buttons, right? So give me a whale. And it's time to go shopping, Mr. Whale. I want you to be whale hungry, of course. And now I want you to get me these things. So stainless is first. I want you to load items until you have stainless in quantity 500. Then you go get cotton gut, frankly, all the way across to the animal pile. And then you load items, cotton guts. They go on a magical ride. They are swept away. Oh, we probably should have gotten the cacao seed first. Why? Why you do this to me? 200. Do that first. And now we need Navens. Navens should be right here. Good, we have Navens now. Then I want you to get 200 of those. Great. And then we want nanocrystalline cellulose is in the 5 stack, isn't it? Right there? Yeah, okay. Load item for cellulose. 200. Up, up, up. Yeah, like that. Then now we need good alien sample and lab instruments. And I'm not sure if we do have good alien sample. We do have lab instruments. How fortunate. Good alien sample, 200. And then lab instruments. $200. Okay. I upped the ones from 100 to 200 to account for how much can be in the machines. And then you come here. You have no spoilables. So it's circuit condition, comparator equals go. And then 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. 200, 200, 200, 6,000, 200, 200, 500. There. You are instructed, Mr. Whale. Go get me those things. Now, this guy is undoubtedly waiting to be full of chridrons. He will never be full of chridrons. You come with me. And then we should get our first signal on the universal decision belt. And this should now be done. Completely done. And that's a good chunk of Pi-Sci 3 as well as all of Logi Science. And right here, nothing else rots. Nothing else rots. Okay, so we also have another problem. Wait a second. Not like a problem, but something I need to pay attention to. We also have to make sure we have all the Logi science pieces right here. And that's also a contributor to universal our universal religion. So you need the dry goods here. And that has to be battery. And that has to be poor alien sample. And if this is ready, then Logi science is ready. And you have to be greater than 10. Greater than 10. Alright, so that's how green gets out. Maybe I will finish this tomorrow. Okay, I wish there was a better way to cross the street, but apparently that's not going to manifest. And I should have just tied into blood right here. Oh well. There. And so now I should send out for all of the dry goods for Logi Science. And I guess I'll title this episode Logi Science ! And then after this, the first thing I have to do is make sure Arthurians are going. Before even science gets done, Arthurians have to go. So this is going to be 2 things. You are going to be 3 battery and 2 poor alien sample. All right, that's 5. 9,000 divided by 5 is going to end up with lots. 1,800, so we'll do 1,500. So 4,500, 3,000. There we go. All right, let's go fetch that. Was this guy appropriately programmed up north? Did I do that? Was I intelligent enough for that? Yes. That's not the right one. It's this one. No, I wasn't intelligent enough. Ah, the confusion. There's no way this machine works. There is just absolutely no way. Yeah, you're just only handling dry goods. And Navens and stainless. Stainless. 100 or 100. The Naven should probably be 10. You should be 10. You should be 10. You should be 10. You're definitely 10. Naven's less than 10. Okay, any of those go. What do we got? Okay, yeah, everything just got absorbed. This is why I upped it to 200. Because there's no way this would all go. Might need more than one whale on this with all of more than one whale problems. Alright, so this is now almost ready. We should be getting Crydrons on the line for Universal. No. Why aren't you getting... No, because that's not your job. Let's go look at the Universal Decision Maker right here. It's getting Crydrons in. You're ready. It also needs the Logi Science in now. Hack. Hack. Has to be greater than equal to 1. Alright. And we have to finish wiring this up. Then we're honestly probably done. I'm not sure how long this episode is anymore since the crash, but this is a real good place to stop. We sent this whale out, right? No, we just did the math. Alright, so you gotta be whale hungry. And then I want you to go get me poor alien sample and battery. And that's real easy. Right there. Load items until you got battery. In quantity 4,500. And I want you to step next door and get poor alien sample. Like that. And it's 3,000. Then you come here. You circuit condition. Comparador equals go. And then you unload until target, unload until target. That and that. I'm going to call this episode Logi Science, even though it hasn't actually running yet, because I believe I've gotten through this appropriately. Okay, so the current situation is now none of you are running. That's ready, but you're not going because you haven't gotten the U yet. This has made one delivery, and it's saying it's not ready as a consequence, which is fine, which is desirable. And we're going to let it catch up a little bit. Yeah, this decider has areas where it's good. Are you back? All right, he's going to unload. So yeah, now we're ready, now we're ready, now we're ready, now we're ready. We are now ready. Cotton Gut Signal is armed. Why did you go? Why did you go? Why did you go cycle? Why? Oh, because you dropped and now you're going to be back and it's going to be, okay, that's fine. That's normal behavior. And then here in the universal signal, these two are now armed. Okay, good. This is an incredibly complicated machine. And then right here, we have to be ready for nothing, right? This is simple. This just dips in and we have to handle this and chitin. So let's just do that since it's so simple. This will leave us only pi-sci 3 for tomorrow, which, you know, pretty good if you ask me. Oh, and I'm out of belt. All right, I will finish pi-sci 2 then, because it's trivial. And then tomorrow we will get to pi-sci 3. We will. And the first thing we do once we make it is not to make science. We have to make sure Arthurians get made first. We need a lot of Arthurians. Belt. Yeah, we have a circular dependency established. I do not know how I'm going to navigate this successfully or competently or at all. We'll figure something out or we won't. It's going to be one of those two things. Who can say? So you go right there, and then this is going to come back. So we kind of also did pi-sci 2 today, right? So it won't need to do this at all. And this will strip off a whole bunch of perogens. So we need 2 of these guys in and 1 out. You are going to be perogen. That has to be, and now you have to be attached. And you are Sarcoris. Enable if Sarcoris is less than 10. Enable if perogen is less than 10. And then you are pulling off chitin. And if in the perogen spoils, it just becomes a Sarcoris, and that is good. And that's how we get the spoilable in and out here. Did I remember to set this up correctly? Of course not. How am I so bad at this game? How am I doing things so out of order? Admittedly, it is very complicated. All right, so what you need to get out now is, are we ready for pi-sci 2? And so we will put the pi-sci 2 decider right there. And can we do this? Yes, we can do that. All right, you need to, we're going to do a pi-sci 2 whale. Now we need to get flavonoids and arquoid honey in. So let's just handle that real fast. You need flav. It's going to take so many episodes to make this properly work. This is going to be a nightmare. It's all entangled. It's all entangled into one machine. This is never a good idea. Oh, thanks for the energy drink, buddy. All right, so we need glassware, mech parts. This is local. Still making good alien samples. Zipir egg. Oh, this is a ton of moss, isn't it? Maybe we don't do this entirely. Because you need an absurd amount of moss. Yeah, we're going to have bring in a dedicated moss line. Maybe I just leave this here. Because this is going to get complicated. Because dedicated moss line right here does look like what's in our future. And then it just comes around, you know? Because that's a lot of moss. And this is... We should make moss on site. We should claim this box right here, and we should make moss right here. How much moss do you need? 2.2 a second. We should just... What is the simplest moss recipe I have right now? That's down here. It makes 0.08 a second. Oh, okay. We're still in the dark ages of moss because uplifting moss because it requires perogen of all things. I have to do that down here sometime soon. Where is our advanced moss maker? That's right here. It's our only moss maker. And these guys are putting out 1.2 a second, so I'd have to establish this recipe down there. Or I could just ship it in. Alright, we're going to ship it in. I'm not going to finish this. We're just going to leave this like this for right now. Just kind of leave this hanging with all this needing to be hooked up. Alright, that's fine. You can also get the moss in here. We can make a moss farm right here. That's so tempting because it doesn't have anything else spoilable. Just the Chores and the perogen. That's really, really tempting. I have to think about that. That might be what we do. Maybe right... I think that's what we're going to do. Just build a moss farm right here. Because that's a huge moss demand. And putting that on the rest of the factory is probably a bad idea. Yeah, I think we build a moss farm here. And that's the support structure right on top. And as a bonus, it'll do something about the pollution, right? Don't we have something in here also doing something about pollution? Well, obviously not very well. Okay. Okay, I got a plan. I got this plan. This is my plan. And keep in mind, this is at half speed because it's being prodded. It needs even more than that. So, moss farm in this block, leaving space. Maybe just like one full moss line like this. And then put that right here. And then that'll hook this up. And then it has to have a dedicated line going around. And then we just have pi-sci3. And I think I can get both of these done tomorrow. Especially if I just put my head down and do it, which I think I'm going to do. I think I'm just not going to look at chores. I'm not going to care about it. Tomorrow, next episode is just going to be all forward progress. And then after this is done, we have to make sure our Thurians are going immediately. All right, we're done. And I'm not even going to look around after the episode. If stuff's broken, it'll be broken next time too. We're just not... We're going to look at Navens, though. Good luck, Navens. Good luck, Navens? No. No good luck. Good luck, fish? Good luck, hero fish. Hero fish. And right there... No. No, it goes no better than it was before. 430 cycles, and only 2 hero fish have emerged. That's sad, but not terribly, terribly sad. And we're just missing all sorts of stuff everywhere. Aramid fiber worries me. Why don't we have aramid fiber? Right there. That shouldn't be stopping. Why are you stopped? We need sodium hydroxide? No, it's this. Oh, we're stopped. Okay, we will fix this. We will fix this right now. It's that same thing I've done many times. Hey, look, who would have thought the thing I messed up many, many times, I would mess up again? Who would have thought that? Not me, certainly. Not everyone watching. Okay, there we go. Better, right? You feel better? I gotta help. We're gonna help. We're gonna keep helping. Give me all that. Give me all that. Here, who wants it? And all that. And all that. Who wants it? Who needs more? I can stand here all day, friends. Every one of you get going. We're not going to wait. This was quite a backlog. Okay, so this was a good thing I did, but it didn't solve all the problems. All right, let's just pretend it's going to be okay. I'm not going to look at it. Tomorrow, I'm just going to close my eyes, and it's going to be a one-way trip straight to Pi-Sci 3. And once that's done, immediately get Arthurians up and going. just no breaks on that, because I need to feed them to the Cridrons, and I need Cridrons for the entire machine to keep going. I might have to make an exception for Cridrons at some point. But no, I can't, because they become cotton gut products. I have fear for what I've done. Logiscience, checked off. And everything else, I don't care. Tomorrow is going to be a great day, everybody. But right now, let's recap. Zoom in, find my center. We have to stitch together these videos because they're now in pieces, but that's fine. I know how to do that. Right there. And now we wait. Okay, got the screenshot. Recap for today. So we did some good chores earlier. For one thing, we put together a new phytoplankton block and probably tripled phytoplankton production, which is good because we were too low. And then we put in a Navens Uplifter, which will bear fruit in a couple episodes if we're lucky. We'll see. Other than that, there were just a few little things I ran around and did. There were some whales stuck. There were some pipes wrong, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, after that, we dropped all of it and we started fleshing out the rest of the science area down here. We established the universal religion of inserters here on this interrelated block so that no part will run before every part is ready to run. So we won't ever have machines just pumping out goods only to spoil. Getting all of the ratios correct is going to be difficult, and I'm just going to eyeball it, friends. There's no calculation here. We're just going to look at it and just do what feels right. And then after that, we've done the hardest part, I think, which is in the Giesium, which requires Cridron slaughtering. In Pi-Sci 2, once we have that online, we have that feeding all of this, then we do not need anything there. So we're going to make a moss farm. We're probably going to make a moss uplifting farm while we're here because it requires perogen. And hey, look, I have some perogen now. So we'll probably use this area right here as a temporary moss 2 rolling area. Or do I need it to breed? I don't know. It's going to be a temporary area for better moss. And we'll finally have uplifted moss. But that's not happening right off the bat. I need to finish hooking up Pi-Sci 2. I've done the hard bits up here. And I just have to make sure it's all hooked together. And we're going to build a moss farm right here to supply Pi-Sci 2 because it needs an absurd amount of moss. And there's no point in hooking it into everything else. It just will put too much stress. It will benefit greatly from local moss production. And then after that, it's Pi Psi 3. We're almost there. Just one more day. If I close my eyes and just ram forward, well, I'll get there. I'll do it. I'll do it. I believe it. Want it. Believe it. Make it real. Manifest it. I'm done now. Bye-bye, everybody. See you tomorrow for a very special episode. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.